I'm waiting outside. Jordan's appointment one was at 8 and the other is at 10. So this will be a long day. Jordan's tired because he didn't sleep last night. But we're here at the doctor's office. And I guess I will talk more when I'm inside. Doctor's office, and they're doing an addition, so half of the building is now gone. I'm standing outside for a minute because his appointment is going to take a long time. I left him in there for a few minutes, and I guess I will talk to you when I get back in there. Can I just get let back in for Jordan? Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So much fun. Did anyone come in? No. It's really loud in here.
Working on the building.
Yeah. I couldn't stand this all day. It'd give me a headache. But we're just waiting. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye. That's weird. So, this is what he's drinking. He loves it. I love it. I may have to get some coffee ice cream so he can see what that tastes like. And I just have my normal coffee. Yummy. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just tried to kill myself. This is the hospital bed type stretcher thingy. You can't really see it. There it is. Well, how do you turn the camera around? So this is the bed. I just tried to sit on the bed and look, you can move it. Yeah, that's because that little lever down there is the brake. So we're still sitting here. It's almost 9 o'clock and we got up at 6. The chair is very uncomfortable.
I want one in the chair.
Yeah. Can't wait for Joe and Aaron to get back to work. But this wall right here is undergoing construction.
Yeah.
And they keep hammering outside or wherever they are. And whenever they do it again, I'm going to pound back on the wall and see what happens. Be right back. He stopped. She stopped. The feet are not up. Just kidding.
No issues?
Nope.
Good. Just check, huh?
Yes. Just to make sure.
Nothing wrong with that.
It is muscular dystrophy, so it's
Yeah.
like everything is a muscle and
Sure.
everything is affected. It's like
No
hard.
shortness of breath or heart racing, anything like that? Okay. Yeah, usually the symptoms give away any issues, you know?
Yeah.
I have so many things to sign on to and so many different passwords. And everything is patient care, so it changes all the
Oh,
time.
jeez.
All right, so we have 9390. Just gonna make sure there's no duplicate account numbers. 90. Perfect. Nope. No duplicates. So you've never seen cardiology here?
No.
Okay. And date of birth is 4/25/2000?
Yep.
Do you know how tall he is?
5'4", right?
And weight.
About 190.
Let me just see what his last weight was on here.
It was probably 200. Because he's
No, it was 190.
okay.
Oh,
Well, they
it was
just
today.
changed it today. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Takes longer to get ready to do it than it does to do
Right.
it. It's ridiculous. But then you guys can stay right in here because I don't have anything until
Oh, awesome.
11.
That
I had
works.
one at 10:30, but that was you. So,
You get a
easy
break.
peasy. Okay, nice and cold, Jordan.
Turn your stool.
It's too low. I'm too high. It's not that I'm too high, it's my machine's too low. I
Right?
could adjust it, but it's probably better for me.
It's easier. Yeah.
there.
Oh, right.
We used to have a window here.
Ugh. We were trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and they took it out.
We tried knocking on the wall, but they didn't answer us.
Nah, no. I'm sure they can't hear you over all of that.
Oh, geez, yeah. Noisy. I have to schedule one of these because I'm a carrier for the disease he has, so I have to.
I'm sorry, you're a carrier for what?
Duchenne, what he has.
Oh, okay.
So it will affect my heart, and I've never.
So you guys are related?
Oh yeah, that's my son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't know
Oh,
that.
that's okay. It's no problem.
At least you're getting it all done early.
Yeah.
It's good that Cindy could see it. She was the one that was supposed to even more than we
Oh
were.
yeah, yeah.
Does that hurt, Jordan? Okay. Tell me if it does, okay? Sometimes I forget that there's a person on the other end of this.
Don't quite know what it all means, but we'll find out soon.
Coffee.
Don't know if you can read that. Heart failure. That's what it's supposed to look like. Oh, what? It's all Chinese to me. But that is failure. That is normal.
You know, the bird's eye view looks like it really hasn't changed very much since 2015.
Okay.
So it looks
That's
like it's
good.
stayed pretty stable. You know, our biggest concerns are the squeezing power of the heart and the mitral valve, how well that works. Both of those things we tend to see problems with as things go on. The mitral valve in particular actually looks pretty good. So good news there.
Awesome.
So it looks like the Enalapril is probably a good idea.
Okay.
You know, that medicine helps to slow the remodeling of the heart that can happen.
Okay.
I do have one thing that I think we should bring up, maybe in a what we call a multidisciplinary meeting where we meet with Dr. Myers and Cindy, and we might even want to involve some of our pediatric cardiologist friends too, is that there is a new medicine since the last time you had an echocardiogram. There's a medicine that we've started to use for people who have weakened squeezing power in the left ventricle of the heart, the main pumping chamber of the heart. It's a medicine called entresto. We use it for heart failure. And it's a medicine that we use that combines something very similar to the Enalapril. That's part of the medicine.
Okay.
And then the other part of the medicine is this newer thing that reverses the remodeling that happens in people who have weakened squeeze of the heart. And we've seen incredible improvements in the general population that has heart failure.
Okay.
That's not you, though.
Yeah.
This medicine has never been specifically studied in people with muscular dystrophy.
Oh, really?
So we don't know if
Okay.
it would work. We do know that we have used it in other populations that were not specifically studied.
Okay.
We have a bunch of families that have inherited cardiomyopathies.
Yeah, that's our family has a bad history of heart failure. My mom and my dad both have problems.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I have any problems. It says that I should get tested because I'm a carrier. That means that it will affect my heart.
Right.
So I was going to talk to Cindy about scheduling a scan for myself
That
to
would be
see.
a good idea.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
And he has like a specialty team in Rochester. It's Dr. Sheffaloni, but I can't remember the other two. One is cardiology and one is pulmonology.
Okay.
But I don't mind like having some of the things maintained in town because going to Rochester is a lot, and he doesn't really like it anymore.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't blame you. That's a long haul. I don't blame you a bit. This is something that we would want to pick their brain about because this would be something fairly new. You know, Entresto's been out for a couple of years. But, you know, we've been using it a lot over the last 2 years. But we don't know if it would work. One of the big downsides to Entresto is that it potently lowers blood pressure.
Okay.
And, you know, your blood pressure is just fine the way it is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't want to lower it so far where you start to feel bad, you know, real fatigued and lightheaded.
Well, he took a break from Enalapril. We're restarting his medicines, but he had problems with his bowel movements that we didn't know what medicine was causing it, so we just we're trying. He doesn't take any, and now we're trying one at a time to see.
Okay.
But
so currently taking Enalapril or not?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that one, it's very unusual for Enalapril to cause any bowel problems.
Okay.
There are medicines that we use that do cause that. Enalapril is not one of them, though.
Okay. Well, then we'll just add that one back in, and he can.
So, if your blood pressure is this low without Enalapril, I bet you get really low when you're taking it. Do you ever feel real kind of just totally wiped out?
Spaced out. He's
Have you felt
tired.
better since stopping the Enalapril?
Yeah.
I bet you do.
It actually caused him to drop out of school because he was just more exhausted and everything affected him. Like, I know, like lights and just everything, the trip there to BOCES, and it just really affected him. And that was kind of when he dropped out is when we started trying to see what medicine was causing problems.
Yeah,
But that
well,
makes sense.
Okay, that one, the enalapril might be making you feel terrible. I mean, if it drops your blood pressure far enough, you're going to feel that way, totally disconnected and just exhausted with the slightest thing.
Yeah.
So what we might want to do is give you a lower dose.
Okay.
Because you were on the maximum dose of the drug.
Oh, wow.
And
And can he take the Entresto and Enalapril? Or?
no, so when we start Entresto, we stop everybody's Enalapril. And
Okay.
the medicines like it. We stop it for a few days before we start the Entresto. I want to pick Dr. Carlson's brain about that, because if you're already off the Enalapril, it may be reasonable to give you, and we stock Entresto here, we've got tons of samples. Entresto is a medicine that, even though it's a combination pill, you can actually split it.
Oh, really?
And so maybe we should try you on the lowest possible dose, just a half a tablet,
Okay.
and see where you go with that. And if you tolerate it, that might be the thing to do. But I would want to clear that with all the other involved players too. You know?
I think there's like the permission is given where you can talk to anybody. It's a strong memorial.
Okay. I think I have their notes in the chart. We share Cindy's charts too, obviously.
Oh yeah, and that's fine.
We should be able to get a hold of those folks. I don't game of Call of Duty or something. Or do you find that you're getting winded? You know, that
Like
you're
mad?
yeah, like your heart is racing, or you get short of breath with any of that stuff.
Kinda.
Okay. Do you think that's new? Like a year ago, were you getting short of breath?
Not really. It's been more recent.
Okay.
I kinda stopped playing it
He was getting
because
too
it
mad.
was just too messed up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't blame you. Some of those.
And I used to tell him try not to get too mad because I
Yeah.
know the heart can be affected with muscular dystrophy. So I've always told him just to turn it off.
Yeah. Have you felt your heart racing or kind of fluttering, kind of beating abnormal, anything like that, jumping around in your chest? Do you drink a lot of caffeine?
Yeah.
Yeah. You use energy drinks to stay up at night?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
Those are gross.
Yeah. Yeah, don't ever start those, please.
Ugh.
That's just a recipe for heart arrhythmias. Okay.
He just likes coffee in the morning, so I give him coffee and maybe one in the afternoon.
Okay.
So.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it in moderation, just like anything. Right?
Oh yeah. He drinks a lot of water.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's just take a little listen here. Sorry for the super cold hands. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get a little listen back here if I can. How about a big deep breath? Okay. How about the ankles? Any swelling in your ankles at all? No, not really.
No.
Okay. All right. So I think the thing to do is to talk to everybody else involved about this, the Entresto instead of Enalapril. I think
Yeah, definitely.
That may be, a really positive step. What would you notice after you started Entresto? Well, if we overshoot, even with just a half a tablet, you would feel like you were before. Real wiped out, exhausted. You might be sensitive to lights, that kind of thing. I don't think that's going to happen to you because the dose of the medicine at the starting dose of Entresto, the dose of the medicine that's like Enalapril is very low.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, you were on the maximum dose of Enalapril, so I don't think you're going to feel terrible on really low
that
dose
would be
of
nice.
Entresto. But we'll see if everybody is on board with that plan, obviously, and then we'll get back in touch. Okay?
Because I know that he wanted to try different medicines because that was the other half of him stopping the medicines is that he just felt lousy.
Right.
And then as soon as he went off all of them, he was fine. And he didn't have diarrhea anymore. So it was like maybe it was just the Enalapril making
Was that
him.
you were on metformin? Are you
Yeah.
back on metformin?
He hasn't started back on that one yet. We're starting with the Flazicort, but we haven't started it yet. And that's just a drug
Okay.
for Duchenne.
Yeah. If I had to bet, it's your metformin.
Okay.
That one's pretty well known for bowel trouble.
Okay.
Pretty well known.
Well, I don't think we'll go back on that one then.
So there's other medicines that they can use other than metformin
Oh,
to
okay.
control blood sugars, but just like anything, it's a double-edged sword. There's always
Yeah,
potential side
yeah.
effects.
Yeah.
I think the biggest hurdle that I see with the entresto is that sometimes entresto can cause your potassium level to go up too high.
Okay.
But that's true of enalapril too. That's just because of that kind of medicine.
Mm-hmm.
We really like to be able to check a potassium level about 2 to 4 weeks after starting it. But as I understand, you're a very difficult blood draw.
Yes.
Yeah.
He gets that from me.
Part of that may be because your pressure was so low when you were on enalapril.
Yeah.
If you weren't generating enough pressure, it would be wicked hard to get your blood.
And it was.
So I mean, that's something that we can.
Now what should I watch for once he starts the medicine?
Yeah, if they give us the green light to start it, it would be symptoms just like he was having on the really high dose of enalapril.
Just tired.
He would be really profoundly tired. That's about the number one reason people have for stopping entresto, is their pressure goes too low, they get too lightheaded, they get too wiped out.
Okay.
Just total exhaustion.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that would be the things to watch out for.
Okay.
And of course, with any medicine, you have a potential of an allergic reaction. You have itching,
Oh yeah.
puffy lips, trouble swallowing. Obviously, those are all emergency kind of things. But if you tolerated enalapril without any of that, it's very likely that you're going to have a bad reaction to the entresto.
He was getting really bad headaches too, and we thought it was mostly the lights at school.
It's probably the low pressure.
That's what I'm thinking now,
Yeah,
knowing.
it's probably low blood pressure. So you would want to stay well hydrated on when you're taking entresto. Kind of going forward, if you're not already watching sodium content or salt content in your food, probably not a bad idea to keep an eye out for that. I don't see any evidence of fluid retention at this point. You're not piling up fluid in your ankles.
Yeah.
In other words, symptoms of congestive heart failure. But just it's not a bad idea to start getting in the habit, because eventually you may have to contend with that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So, sound fair? So, we'll talk about entresto with Dr. Carlson and the folks in Rochester, and Dr. Myers and Cindy, and the whole big party.
Have a party.
Then if we can do that, we'll start that. We should see you back and probably check another echocardiogram and see how you're feeling in about 6 months or so, if not sooner.
Okay.
If we end up starting entresto, we're definitely
sooner.
going to see you sooner.
Definitely, definitely.
Any contraindications to getting MRIs done? You don't have any metal hanging around in your body at this
No,
point,
but
right?
he can't lay flat.
That would be a trouble.
Yeah. His legs are basically in that position in bed too, and he's never flat on his back. You could try it, but I don't know. Maybe the open MRI?
Yeah, I was just thinking, so at some point it becomes a lot easier to do cardiac MRIs than echo. Eventually as things goes on, it's really hard to get an echocardiogram window between rib spaces and everything that sees the heart well. So usually, the guidelines for muscular dystrophy are you should really be switching over to getting cardiac MRIs rather than echo for more accurate pictures on the road. That might be hard. There's obviously open MRIs around, but I don't know if they can do cardiac MRI. We've never tried that before.
Okay.
Nowhere around here can do cardiac MRI anyway.
Okay.
Syracuse and Cooperstown are the places that are credentialed to do it.
Can Rochester do it? Because we do still have to. She wanted to see us too, and we could just schedule that.
They're probably the best bet.
Okay.
They're probably the best bet is having it done in Rochester.
That works.
So I'll float past those folks too when we write a letter.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll tentatively plan 6 months, try another echo. Sooner if we get the green light for the entresto, because we'll have you or somebody come back.
Yeah, I'll come back and get it,
And then we like to see you usually a couple of weeks after we start entresto, just to make sure you're feeling okay.
That works.
All right?
Yeah.
Any questions at all?
No.
Well, that was easy.
I know, right? You could have just stayed sleeping. He didn't like getting up this morning.
Right. My daughter. She was pretty convinced that it wasn't a school day.
I know, right? Snow day.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, do you want me to go out and see if he's out there first? Hello.
I'm not sure I know where I'm going anymore.
Oh, I know. They changed the building around.
So that hasn't changed where you... Okay.
Nope, it's safe.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem. He's not out there, so I have to call. So I'm gonna go outside and call him. Okay. I'll leave you in here because it's snowing, so I don't want to get snow on your shirt. It's snowing. Kind of pretty. Waiting for the doctor. Not the doctor. Now we wait. I will check back in with you guys when the van gets here. Bye-bye. He's over there. You gotta go over here. Or here at least.
Okay, I see.
Oh, that's salt. Oh, you hit a patch of ice. You can see it.
I almost
Here he comes. Hello. Sorry about that.
What? No, don't apologize. Don't apologize. There's nothing wrong. I've been busy ever since I dropped you off. I just came back from Waterville.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. They told me I was on 20 when they says, that guy Jordan wants you right back there now. Hurry up. I said, yes, sir.
That's what you said, right?
I said, yes, sir. I'll be right there. Coming? Good.
How many times would it take me to back up onto that? You're gonna tip the van over.
He's a pro. Wait till they start making stock cars like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I seen that smile. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. No, finish that. I'm going to go in the
Oh,
back and
okay.
pick them up. I just want to get this
Awesome.
ready. Forward just a little. Good. There you go. Thank you, sir. The gentleman and the scholar. Also a mascot now.
He wants to go faster.
It goes pretty quick, this one, don't it? Yeah. I was going to say. If you go too fast, you're going to have to help Mom replace the walls.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, see? He didn't say anything about that one.
It's sad. His chair don't even fit through the doorways.
Oh.
It's tiny. Bye. Going back to the zoo.
I know, they're tight. But you didn't go nowhere. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Back to bed. Haha. He'd ride around with you. He'd think it was fun.
Please, don't torture me like that.
He wants out of that chair.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. A couple hours in there tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe if we wrapped it with bubble wrap. That's an idea. Not padding where you need it. Alrighty. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You got that from here?
Yep, he'll just gun it and go up the ramp.
Alrighty.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
No problem. See you next time.
See you next time.
Yes. 6 months.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, and yeah, that'd be fun.
Have a great day.
You too. What I'll do is put my stuff down before when you get to the ramp, so I can actually help you go up the ramp. Yeah, oh yeah. You have to have gotten like an inch of snow. Hold on, let me set this stuff down. There. That's good, right?
Yeah.
It's recording. Wait, it's paused. Yeah.
Oh.
So we're at home. I thought the camera was on, and it wasn't. I was showing how we hooked him to this in his chair, but I will definitely be doing a video just on the lift.
Oh, you put that pillow there.
You like it?
Hello?
Yeah. Try and help from leaning. You're not hit your wings. So, unhooking him. You want your socks on or off?
Oh.
Off? Okay. Okay, just taking the Hoyer pad off. Lean forward. There we go. And now, cover him up. I know. Hold on just 1 second. There we go. And now that we're home, we're going to edit this video and see if we can get it up today. You want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye-bye.